Yes, I am still alive. I have just been prepping hard, and here's what I've been up to. So I've gotten several emails lately asking me if I'm okay since I've not released a video in several months, and this video is to say, yes, I am still alive. I had just been prepping very hard and I've been very busy. And the reason why I have been prepping so hard is because I really believe that we have some very hard times still ahead of us. I mean, in reality, just the way that the last couple of years have went and the way many governments reacted to COVID and just everything else that's going on in this world, I really believe that we have a lot of cascading events that's still going to happen here sometime in the next couple of years or several years down the road. I really just think that right now we've got the perfect storm that's brewing with the way that the government printed up all that funny money during COVID to try to stimulate the economy, and with the cost of wheat going to be rising because of that war that's going on in Europe, which I don't want to say too much so this video doesn't get demonetized. And then plus also the way that's going to affect our crop prices when it comes the harvest time coming up here in just a couple of months. I just think that with everything that's going on, that there's a very high likelihood that we might in the near future see $10 a gallon gasoline, and plus also the price of food to double, if not triple or quadruple, again, just in the near future. So what I am doing as a prepper is I'm just trying my best to have all of my prepping affairs in order as I see, again, really hard times coming down the turnpike in the very near future for pretty much not just the United States, but most of the world. Again, just in a nutshell, I think that we're going to be hitting a hard recession, if not stagflation, and I think we're going to be really lucky if we dodge another great depression itself. Anyways, I have plenty of dried long-term storage food already set aside for my family that I've shown here on YouTube numerous times. So what I've really been doing is really concentrating here on my bug out property, and we've planted like 300 plus trees here since the spring, and that's been one of the things that's really kept me busy here. But all of these trees that we have planted are food producing trees. Most of them will be producing nuts that will provide healthy fats for you. Just to clarify really quick, we do already have food producing trees on this property, but the trees that we did plant, and we planted a couple hundred of them, is to ensure that we have even more food producing trees, and also for the future too. Now of course these trees won't do me any good if we hit a Great Depression tomorrow or in the next couple of years, but at least I'm still trying to do something, because who knows when this will hit or how long this will last. And what's the old saying? The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time to plant a tree is today. So that's really kind of what I'm doing here. And we have also planted numerous fruit trees here in the field section of my bug out location. Now it is entered into the hot time of the season. So these are a work in progress. We'll be adding a lot more. But again, this is the hot time of the season where you have delicate roots and you can't really plant much now. But I'll plant some more this fall. Those are pawpaw trees that are in the shade underneath the shade cloth. And we've got apple trees, peach trees, pear tree, but I'll be adding more pear trees, more apple trees, and maybe even some more peach trees. Hey, before somebody comments down below that I am showing too much of my property is located off of a private dirt road out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody driving down a country road is going to see my property. Again, my property is located off of a private dead-end dirt road, and somebody with nefarious intentions would also have to pass by friends of mine to even get to my property to begin with. Now with these fruit trees that I've planted different types of like pears, different types of peach trees, different types of apple trees. A, you'll have a different variety. B, I planted twice as much as what I think that we could ever eat, because it's always good to have twice the amount that you think that you need. Now, the reason why I planted twice as many as I thought that we needed was because, you know, there's so many times that you think you have the amount that you need and you end up finding that you don't. And then also, some of these will ripen at different times. Some will ripen earlier in the summer, some will ripen later in the summer, and some will actually store longer than others. So you'll have more food throughout the year. So anyways, those fruit trees don't look like a whole lot now, but that is they are just planted this year. In a couple of years, they'll be producing a lot more fruit. And again, that is just a work in progress. So that's enough about the fruit orchard. Let's get on to the next thing. Anyways, it would be nice if all of these trees were mature and were producing nuts and fruits and stuff like that now. But I've only had this property now for a couple of years, so I'm starting now in preparation for the future. I also have to be honest, I have not been watching very many prepping videos lately on YouTube because I've just been too busy prepping myself. I just think with everything that's going on, it is smart if you are a prepper to be getting your affairs into order. I don't foresee nuclear Armageddon or anything like that. I just really think that we're going to be in for some very tough economical times. And speaking of economic crashes, if you want to see what typically happens when an economy crashes, then click on the video that should be appearing on the screen just about now to learn that powerful knowledge. Anyways, folks, I need to get back to work. And folks, if you made it this far, hey, thank you very much for watching, and I pray that you have a good night.